Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine standing in front of a still lake at dawn, the mist swirling, the water perfectly silent. You look down, and for the first time, your reflection doesn't feel like you. It's the echo of someone you've already outgrown, but haven't yet let go. There's a quiet voice within whispering that it's time. Time to shed the self that clings to old fears, old stories, old control. Zen calls this the great death, not of the body, but of illusion. Over the next 7 days, you'll walk a sacred path, not to become someone new, but to remember who you were before the noise. This is the journey of breaking your old self, the Zen way. Before we begin, take a breath. If this message already stirs something deep in you, I invite you gently to support this space. By liking this video and subscribing, you're not just helping the channel, you're helping more souls find the stillness they've been seeking. Each click, each comment ripples outward, a small act of mindfulness that expands light into the digital world. Together, we create a circle of awakening. Let's begin this journey. One breath, one truth, one day at a time. Imagine this. 7 days from now you wake up, and something feels lighter. Not because your life suddenly changed, but because you did. The noise inside your head, the one that used to question, control, overthink, is quieter. Your breath feels deeper. You look in the mirror and sense a calmness that's been waiting behind your eyes all along. But here's the truth most people never hear. Transformation isn't about adding new habits or chasing motivation. It's about dying before you die. Zen calls this process shunyata, emptiness, the sacred undoing, the art of releasing every false layer that kept your spirit trapped in the old self. For centuries, monks have practiced this subtle inner alchemy. They learned that the greatest awakening doesn't come from effort, it comes from surrender. And that's exactly what we're going to explore together in this video. Over the next 30 minutes, I'll guide you through 7 days of deep inner release, each one rooted in Zen simplicity. A day to observe, a day to let go, a day to breathe into your truth. You'll learn why the mind resists change even when the soul craves it, how silence can dissolve emotional chaos, and the subtle, ancient techniques to meet your own ego and bow to it gently. Because here's the paradox Zen teaches us. You cannot become your highest self until you stop trying to become anything at all. Let that sink in. You are not here to fix yourself. You are here to remember that you were never broken. Each day of this journey will peel away one illusion, one mask, one attachment, one false story. And by the 7th day, you'll understand something profound. Your old self was never the enemy. It was the cocoon, and you are the butterfly finally waking up to its own wings. So as we begin, I want you to do one small thing. Take a deep breath. Inhale the idea of release. Exhale everything that no longer serves you. This is not a challenge. It's a ceremony, and by the end, you'll see that the person you've been trying to become was quietly waiting beneath the surface all along. If this message already stirs something deep in you, whisper "I feel this" in the comments. It's a small offering of presence, a reminder that you're not walking this path alone. Day 1, the art of stillness. Close your eyes for a moment. Listen to the hum of your surroundings, the refrigerator, the wind, a distant car, your own breath. All of it is movement, yet somewhere beneath that movement, there is stillness. That stillness is not outside of you. It is you. In Zen, the first step to transformation is not action, but observation. Stillness is not the absence of noise. It is the discovery that you are not the noise. You begin to see thoughts the way a monk sees clouds passing through an endless sky. But here's the mystery. When we try to be still, the mind resists. It grows restless, impatient, bored. It whispers, "This is a waste of time." Yet that voice, that agitation, is the very thing you are meant to meet. So today, your task is not to silence the mind, but to watch it with compassion. Imagine your thoughts as ripples across a pond. They only distort the reflection when you try to touch them. Spend 10 minutes today sitting quietly. No goals, no judgment. Simply notice how the mind moves. Let the stillness find you. And when your mind drifts, as it surely will, smile gently, because that moment of noticing is awareness itself. That is Zen. But here's something few people realize. True stillness is not passive. It's alive. It listens. It responds. And in that silence, something ancient within you begins to stir. If you've ever felt that quiet stirring within you, that yearning for peace, leave a comment below and write, "I feel this." Let's fill this space with the energy of presence. Day 2. The mirror of awareness. Today, we turn inward, because stillness without awareness is like a lamp without light. Zen teaches that awareness is the mirror that reveals everything, not to judge it, but to see it clearly. When you wake up tomorrow morning, pause before grabbing your phone. Sit for a moment and look at what arises inside you before the world enters. Maybe it's anxiety, maybe it's boredom, maybe it's a sense of emptiness. That moment, the one most people rush past, is sacred. It's the space between your true self and the old identity that still clings to yesterday. Notice what your mind says about you. I'm tired, I'm behind, I should be doing better. These are not truths. They are echoes of conditioning. Awareness begins when you stop believing every thought that appears. The Zen master Bankei once said, "The unborn Buddha mind is never lost, only overlooked." In awareness, you don't fix thoughts, you watch them dissolve. You don't fight your emotions, you bow to them. Today, try this. Whenever you catch a self-critical thought, don't resist it. Just whisper to yourself, the old self is speaking. Then breathe, smile, let it pass. Every moment of awareness is a small death, a letting go of who you thought you were. But awareness alone is not enough, because what happens next may surprise you. When you see through illusion, life begins to test your clarity. If this reflection resonates with you, give this video a like, not for me, but to help others awaken to their own awareness. Day 3. Meeting the shadow. There's a moment in every awakening when light begins to expose what the mind has hidden. The pain, the fear, the memories we pushed away. They rise like ghosts asking to be seen. Zen doesn't tell you to destroy these shadows. It invites you to sit with them, to hold your wounds with the same tenderness you would offer a frightened child, because the shadow is not your enemy. It's simply the part of you that forgot it was loved. When we resist pain, it multiplies. When we meet it with compassion, it transforms. That is the quiet miracle of awareness. It heals without effort. Close your eyes. Visualize the part of you that you often hide, the anger, the insecurity, the grief. See it standing before you, trembling. Instead of pushing it away, whisper softly, "I see you. You are safe now." This simple act of recognition can dissolve years of silent suffering. Because what the shadow truly wants is not control, it wants acceptance. In Zen temples, monks meditate not to escape pain, but to embrace it so deeply that separation itself disappears. When the monk bows, they bow to everything: the light, the dark, the storm, the calm. But something extraordinary happens when you embrace your shadow. You stop fearing life itself, because every emotion, every wound becomes part of your wholeness. Tonight, journal one sentence that you've been afraid to admit to yourself. Read it out loud, and then say, "And I love this part of me too." That's not weakness, it's spiritual courage. If this part of the journey touches you, pause for a moment and comment below, "I see my shadow." Your honesty might give someone else the courage to see theirs too. Day 4. The surrender of control. If you've walked with me this far, you may have noticed something. The more you awaken, the less you can control. And yet, paradoxically, that's where freedom begins. Zen masters call it Mu, the great emptiness, the point where the ego finally bows. The self that always planned, fixed, and analyzed realizes that it was never in control at all. When you surrender, you don't give up. You open up. You begin to flow with life instead of fighting it. The river never forces its direction. It moves, bends, adapts, yet it always finds the sea. Think about how much energy you've spent trying to control outcomes, relationships, timing, other people's opinions. Each grasping thought tightens the rope of suffering. Zen asks a simple question: what if you just let go? Let go, not with resignation, but with trust. Trust that life knows what you don't, that your higher self sees what your eyes cannot. When you stop forcing life to go your way, you discover that life was never against you. It was guiding you all along. Close your eyes and imagine your hands opening slowly. Every time you exhale, release something heavy, a regret, a name, an expectation. See it float away like a leaf on a stream. Feel how light you become. That lightness is surrender, but surrender does not end with letting go. Because the moment you release control, something divine begins to move through you. And that's what we'll explore next. If this idea of surrender resonates with your soul, give the video a like. It helps this message reach others who are learning to let go too. Day 5, the flow of presence. There's a quiet beauty that arrives once you stop struggling with life. The mind loosens its grip, the heart begins to breathe, and everything starts to flow. In Zen, presence isn't just awareness, it's participation. It's the dance between stillness and motion, between you and the living moment. When you are fully present, you are not in time. Time is in you. Each breath becomes eternity unfolding. Take a walk today without your phone. Listen to the sound of your steps against the earth. Notice how the world doesn't demand anything from you. It simply is. And in that simplicity, you rediscover grace. Presence is not about doing. It's about being so deeply connected that even washing dishes becomes a sacred act. The Zen monk Thich Nhat Hanh once said, "When you wash the dishes, wash them as if they are the most important thing in your life. Because in that total attention, you are one with life." But presence can feel fragile at first. You may slip back into the pool of thoughts, worries, or roles. Don't resist that. Notice it. Each return to awareness is another awakening. Presence is like the tide. It moves away and returns endlessly, but the ocean never disappears. Right now, breathe slowly and imagine yourself sitting beside a flowing river. Watch the water pass. Each drop a thought, a memory, a fear. You don't chase any of it. You simply watch. That is the flow of presence. But there's something deeper still. Beyond presence lies a realization so profound, it dissolves the self entirely. It's not about flowing with life anymore. It's realizing you are life. If this truth resonates with your heart, write in the comments, "I am present." Let's fill this space with mindful energy that ripples through others. Day 6, the space of no self. Zen masters call this anatta, no self. It is not emptiness in a cold sense, but the fullness that comes when the illusion of separation fades. You realize you are not the thinker. You are the space in which thinking happens. You are not the wave. You are the ocean itself. When this awareness dawns, fear begins to disappear. Because who is there to be afraid? The you that suffered was only a thought, a story playing inside infinite stillness. This can feel strange at first, even unsettling, because the ego, which has guided you for so long, doesn't know how to exist without boundaries. It clings, it panics, it whispers, "If I let go, I'll vanish." But the truth is the opposite. When you let go, you don't disappear. You expand. You become vast enough to hold everything, to see beauty even in chaos. Take a slow breath. Whisper quietly, "I am not my past. I am not my mind. I am the awareness behind it all." Let that sentence echo softly in your being. Feel how something ancient recognizes it as truth. That recognition is liberation. And once you realize there is no separate self, something miraculous happens. Love, the kind that needs nothing in return, begins to bloom naturally. That's where this journey leads next. If you feel this expansion, this strange peace beyond words, comment below, "I am the space." Let others know that awakening is not theory, it's experience. Day 7, the return to life. After stillness, awareness, shadow, surrender, flow, and emptiness, you arrive at the final day, return. In Zen, the highest wisdom is not escaping the world, it's returning to it with open eyes. The monks say, "Before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water." It means the sacred hides within the ordinary. The divine breathes through the mundane. On this 7th day, you do not need to meditate for hours or chase bliss. Simply live, but live consciously. Drink your morning tea and taste the miracle in it. Speak slowly as if your words carry light. Look at the people around you and recognize they are you. Everything you once sought, peace, freedom, meaning, has been here, waiting behind the veil of distraction. The old self was not destroyed, it was understood. Now you walk differently, not faster, not stronger, but freer, because you are no longer trying to become someone. You are simply being. The mind will still chatter, the world will still move, but you, the awareness behind it all, will stay calm like a mountain beneath the sky. That is the quiet power of this practice. It doesn't make you superhuman. It makes you profoundly human. Imagine your soul standing once more by that same lake from the beginning. The reflection you see now, it's still you, but clearer, softer, real. The mist is gone. You smile, and the lake smiles back. The journey has come full circle. If you've walked these 7 days with me, take a moment to honor yourself. Write in the comments, "I have returned." Let those words mark your new beginning. Every ending in Zen is a beginning disguised. You didn't just break your old self. You remembered your timeless self. Stillness showed you how to pause. Awareness helped you see. Meeting your shadow softened your heart. Surrender dissolved your chains. Presence opened the gates of wonder. No self revealed your infinite nature. And returning to life completed the circle. This is the rhythm of awakening. Not a single explosion of light, but 1,000 small softenings that turn pain into wisdom. When you live from this space, the world changes subtly. Conversations become gentler. Moments become longer. Even silence feels alive. You begin to sense that everything, every tear, every joy, every loss, was guiding you toward this knowing. You are already enough. You always were. So as this video closes, pause for one last breath. Feel it enter, and leave gently. That is life. Impermanent, miraculous, infinite. Now ask yourself softly, who am I? Without my old story. Let the silence answer. What part of this 7-day journey spoke to your soul the most? Share it below. Your story might awaken someone else's. If this message touched you, help it travel farther. Like this video, subscribe for more Zen reflections, and together we'll continue to awaken, one quiet truth at a time. And if your spirit is still listening for more, I invite you to continue the journey with the next video. Until then, breathe softly, walk slowly, and remember, you are the sky, everything else, just passing weather.